So there's this guy on YouTube named Teal Deer, or as he goes by, Teal Deer. If you are unfamiliar with Teal Deer is an anti-social justice warrior YouTuber who doesn't seem to realize that the left is no longer in power in the United States, and therefore blaming all of the US's problems on the left is screaming at the wrong people. But that's a topic for another day. Now, I haven't covered Teal Deer before because, to be honest, he tends to be very, very bland. He has no real inflection in his voice, and he seems to drag his videos out for fairly long amounts of time when they don't need to be. The video I'm talking about today is 10 minutes, and it could have easily been trimmed down to 7.5 if he wanted to. No wonder this guy calls himself TLDR, because that's what everyone would be saying if he wrote blogs. But anyway, in a recent video, he talks about why people are using the term S-Jew more often. For those who do not know, the term S-Jew is a term that is used against MRAs and anti-feminists when they seem to be complaining about this vague group of people that happens to be SJWs. Eventually, some people were all like, wait, SJW? If you put an E in between that, S-Jew! Hey, that's funny! And we should start using that. Yeah. Now, obviously, it is used as a comedic exaggeration of the fact that there are definitely bigoted and good people in the MRM, such as, I don't know, off the top of my head, Davis Orini, who makes claims along the lines of the new Ghostbusters, the 2016 Ghostbusters film, couldn't work because the cast is all women. Or, men were evolved to bust ghosts. Women were evolved to open stores on Etsy. Or people like the Golden One, who makes claims like Hitler was not an anti-Semite because he was against international Judaism. Or the fact that he has an entire series where he plays Skyrim and everyone he kills he calls a feminist. Or the fact that he has a video literally called David Duke for Senate. And for those who do not know, David Duke is a former Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. Or someone like Black Pigeon Speaks, who has said things like women destroy modern civilization by not being loyal to the tribe because they went out and had sex with men who weren't being loyal to the tribe, but it's okay when the men do it for some reason. Now, granted, not all of those statements were anti-Semitic particularly, however, all of them were at least bigoted in some way. And in most cases, just wrong. Teal Deer instead claims that they are doing it to show themselves as victims on the level of Jews in the Holocaust. And does an oddly specific breakdown on why that's not the case. Or it's a comedic exaggeration based off the neo-Nazis who are undeniably supporters of people like you. Like, I'm not saying you're a neo-Nazi, Teal Deer. However, you cannot deny that there are definitely neo-Nazis in your audience who share similar viewpoints to you. That doesn't make the viewpoints wrong in particular, don't get me wrong, and I don't think you're in particular a Nazi, but you have to at least acknowledge their existence from time to time. Actually, Teal Deer is taking the eschew joke oddly seriously. And isn't one of the main ideas of the anti-social justice warrior movement that you can joke about anything? But don't you dare make a connection between me and Nazis. If you joke about that, that's too far, even though I don't believe in too far. You see, it's too far when it hurts my feelings. In fact, one could say Teal Deer is getting triggered, maybe? Just a little food for thought. Is that the correct term? Is that the correct use of the term? Eh. But anyway, that's really it. I'm Ephrom, and good night.